Hello guys, welcome to the 18th episode of Lumion 10 tutorial. And as you remember, in previous episode we've learned how to create key points in animation. And in this episode we want to check this key in other type of effect. So we took this shot here, and the first thing that we do is we go to our visual effect, we activate 2-point perspective. And from weather, we activate precipitation for rain and snow. Here we could make it snowy or less. Or we could change the phase here as well. We can increase or decrease particle size. We could change the quantity or extra focusation as well. So here it has create keyframe. So you could just create keyframe here, and at the end of the image we could have this. So this much of snow could land on the ground at the end of our frame. And for the fog to increase more. Now if we play in the 9 seconds that we've chose, the snow will sit on the ground slowly, and as you can see, the snow is increasing on the ground. Like that. So at the same time, we could use other effects as well that have keyframes. For example, in camera, we activate depth of field. And we increase the amount as depth of field. So we go back to the beginning. Now we can create keyframe, change the focus, go back, create another keyframe, and show front plans. We wait a little bit, we go forward, create another keyframe, change the focus distance, go back slightly, again we create another keyframe. We can reduce the amount of it here, and we press play. Look at what is happening here. So we have a change in our focal length, and snow is building up slowly and covering our area. And at the same time we could select handheld camera, and here you can activate focal length. Again, press on the same thing, and you can say a zoom happen on the picture. So now focal length is changing and it's zooming on the building, and we have a snow as well. So if we add shake, it's like someone is holding a camera by hand. At the same time, we could mix this effect with tilt. For the start to look like this, and when we got to this part, we tilt it on 0 degree. So when we play, look at this, it's zooming at the same time and it's rotating. So you can have a mix of effects here. We could check the depth of field effect in our interiors. For example, the area that we have here, the flower pot that we have, or anything else. For example, even the chandelier that we have here. Look, we capture 2 shots. It's only for 5 seconds. And from handheld camera, we choose focal length and we create a key point. So from this part, and as we go to the end, it's zooming in. Again, we go back, we tilt it, create a keyframe, and as we move forward, it rotates it to 0 degree, or like this. Let's add a little shake as well. Here, let's increase the amount of depth of field. Change focus distance and place it on chandelier. I think we need to select focus distance in foreground. So we need to place the focus distance on the chandelier closer to us and remove our background. Like that. So we can increase the sharp area. So when we are here, we can see the foreground. And as you can see, our background is completely getting blurred. Like that. We could even change it as well. This is the end of it that we will have here. So we click the keyframe, and from this part, as we go back, we'll change and even make the sharp areas less. And as we go forward a bit, let's create another keyframe. Activate sharp area here and create something like this. And now it's moving like this. This is happening. Usually we won't have this type of movement in our picture, and render I will usually not do this type of thing. Maybe only in specific cases that we want to show a specific detail on table, and more than that, maybe it's not logical to do something like that. So we zoom in on this part. And for example, we put it at 5 seconds. We go in depth of field. And as you can see, closer to us like this, create a keyframe. And in this part we create another keyframe. We change focus distance on this flower pot. And we reduce the amount so we can see something in back. We can create sharp areas as well. And as you can see, in our movement, this is happening. And if you do this at the same time with handheld camera, I think it's enough. So we could set this focal length, and we could say to zoom in just a little bit. And when you're done, you could add interior effect as well, so the details can be seen better. You could activate reflection, but remember, as you add this type of thing, your render time will increase dramatically. Well, I hope you got to know how to create keyframe and try to use your creativity in order to create better scene, different type of scene, and mix these type of effects together and create something even more complicated. And in the episode that we'll do projects together, we'll spend a little time in order to mix some effects together and how to use them correctly. And try to use these keyframes in everywhere that you can use them. And share the results with us. Be well.